Welcome, dear viewers, to another episode of History and Philosophy Explored. Today, we embark on a journey through the life and legacy of one of history's legendary figures, King Richard the Lionheart. King Richard I, commonly known as Richard the Lionheart, was born on September 8, 1157, in Oxford, England, the third son of King Henry II and Queen Eleanor of Aquitaine. Richard's birthplace and upbringing would significantly influence his future as a medieval monarch. Richard's childhood was marked by the complex family dynamics of the Plantagenet dynasty. His father, Henry II, faced rebellion from his sons, including Richard, in what came to be known as the Revolt of 1173 to 1174. Richard and his brothers sought to challenge their father's authority, driven partly by their mother Eleanor's support. This early conflict within the family set the stage for Richard's later struggles for power and influence. Richard earned his epithet, the Lionheart, through his military prowess. He became known for his courage and skill in battle. Richard participated in the Third Crusade, 1189 to 1192, a significant military campaign aimed at recapturing Jerusalem from Saladin, the Muslim leader. His leadership during the campaign, along with his victories at the Battle of Arsuf and the capture of Jaffa, established his reputation as a formidable military leader. Richard the Lionheart's role during the Third Crusade was a defining chapter in his life, and contributed significantly to his reputation as a skilled military leader and chivalrous knight. Upon ascending to the throne in 1189, Richard was faced with the complex challenge of maintaining his father's overseas territories, and dealing with the ongoing conflict in the Holy Land. The call for a new crusade, issued by Pope Gregory VIII, presented Richard with an opportunity to fulfill his religious obligations and assert his prowess on the battlefield. Richard's journey to the Holy Land began with the Siege of Acre in 1191. His tactical brilliance and leadership were evident as he played a crucial role in the capture of the city. The fall of Acre marked a significant victory for the Crusaders and demonstrated Richard's strategic acumen. One of the most famous aspects of Richard's role in the crusade was his encounters with Saladin, the skilled Muslim military leader. The two leaders engaged in several battles, including the Battle of Arsuf in 1191, where Richard's disciplined forces defeated Saladin's army. Richard's military prowess and courage in the face of formidable opponents earned him respect even from his adversaries. The Battle of Arsuf was a crucial engagement in the Third Crusade, fought between the Crusaders, led by King Richard the Lionheart of England, and the Muslim forces under the command of Saladin. The battle took place on September 7, 1191. Near the town of Arsuf along the coastal road between Jaffa and Caesarea. After the capture of Acre in July 1191, the Crusaders embarked on a southward march towards Jerusalem. Saladin, aware of their movements, sought to harass and weaken the Crusader forces through a series of hit-and-run tactics. Richard the Lionheart recognized the importance of maintaining discipline and avoiding impulsive charges, as had been the case in previous Crusader engagements. Learning from past mistakes, he adopted a more cautious approach, ensuring that the Crusader forces maintained a tight and disciplined formation. Saladin, attempting to take advantage of the Crusaders' long march in the heat, launched a series of attacks. The Muslim forces employed archers and light cavalry in swift hit-and-run tactics. Richard, however, ordered his troops to advance slowly, maintaining a defensive formation. Richard's tactical brilliance became evident as he utilized his heavily armored knights, particularly the mounted Templars and Hospitallers, in disciplined and coordinated charges. The Crusader cavalry repelled the continuous assaults from Saladin's forces. The battle was characterized by the endurance and discipline of the Crusader forces. Despite facing relentless attacks, they held their ground and remained cohesive. Richard's ability to control and command his forces effectively was a key factor in the Crusaders' success. The Battle of Arsuf ended in a decisive victory for the Crusaders. Saladin's forces suffered significant losses, and the Crusaders maintained their momentum in the subsequent campaigns. While Jerusalem was not immediately captured, the success at Arsuf played a crucial role in the overall strategy of the Third Crusade. Despite their fierce battles, Richard and Saladin recognized each other's military prowess and eventually entered into negotiations. In September 1192, a truce was established, allowing Christian pilgrims access to Jerusalem. Although the ultimate goal of recapturing Jerusalem remained unfulfilled, the truce provided a measure of peace in the region. One of the notable aspects of Richard's reign was his limited presence in England. His focus on military campaigns, including the time spent on the Crusade, meant that he spent only a few months of his 10-year reign actually governing England. His absence raised concerns among his subjects about neglect and mismanagement of domestic affairs. During his return journey from the Holy Land, Richard was captured by Leopold V, Duke of Austria. He was handed over to Emperor Henry VI and imprisoned at Dürnstein Castle. His release came at a steep cost, a ransom of 150,000 marks, an enormous sum that strained the English economy. Richard's brother, John, who was left in charge of England during Richard's absence, levied heavy taxes to finance the ransom. Richard's legacy is largely shaped by his military exploits, particularly during the Crusades. His absence from England and the financial burden imposed by his ransom led to discontent among his subjects. However, Richard's reputation as a chivalrous and heroic figure endured through the ages. The tales of his adventures, particularly in the legend of Robin Hood, further contributed to his legendary status. Richard the Lionheart met his end on April 6, 1199, at the age of 41, after being struck by a crossbow bolt during a siege in Chalais-Chabrol, France. His death marked the end of an era, and he was succeeded by his younger brother, John Lackland. King Richard I, the Lionheart, remains a captivating figure in medieval history, known for his martial prowess and his role in the Crusades. While his reign was marked by financial strain and his limited presence in England, his legacy endures in historical accounts, literature, and popular culture, immortalizing him as one of the iconic monarchs of the Middle Ages. And so, the tale of Richard the Lionheart, a king whose life was a tapestry woven with threads of valor, conquests, and the enduring spirit of the medieval age. Join us next time as we continue to explore the fascinating intersections of history and philosophy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. This is History and Philosophy Explored, signing off. Until next time.